All right, welcome in on this beautiful Monday. It's the day before 4th of July. I'm sure everybody had a wonderful weekend. And a couple things that I want to talk to you about today is doing a personal insurance review or business review. So you're probably thinking like, Justin, I don't really want to do this. Like, I got so much I got to do in the day. And according to studies, you actually have 36 hours of excess free time. So that's not including leisure, sleeping, uh, working your 40-hour week job. Um, so you actually have a lot of free time. And really, the best part about this is I'm able to do this at any point in time with you, to connect with you, and really give you the best value to understand not only your policies but what's going into your policies, what kind of life plans we can get you, and then we can do a combination of things. We just want to start with the life, and then we can look into getting you renters. Not only can we look into getting you renters, but also your auto and business if you run a business or you think about going into a business. Um, and I think the biggest thing that I learned for being in this industry for a short amount of time is just education on it. I didn't really understand a lot of it, just like many of you who, may be wondering like, well, what's the big deal? I know I got to have it on my house, and I got to have it on my car, but what else is there to it? And there's so much more, right? And there's so much more that goes into it. Like when you think about, if your kid does something, or your dog. Uh, if your dog attacks somebody, which we hope they wouldn't, especially if you're a renter and you have a dog, uh, that may not be covered, especially if you don't, especially if you live in an apartment. Because if you're buying a home where you have a mortgage, they require you to um, show proof of coverage to cover that. So yeah, I think that's the biggest component to it. Um, it's just the education piece, and kind of sharing my experiences. I was really fortunate that my grandmother actually kept all this stuff in check. She actually was phenomenal at planning out for the long term, and I think that could benefit a lot of people is taking advice, is mapping out your life. What do you want from it? We can't just live day to day expecting that the answers are going to come to us poof, and in 20 years we'll woke, right? And I'm probably speaking more to my younger generation, even some of the older people. Um, you could take this too. I'm just a normal everyday to day person, and I'm just sharing my experience with you. I mean, we can make it all professional and get suit and tied up, but that's just not the way I roll. You kind of get this. You get what I'm talking about. Um, yeah.